Repeat after me. Fat acceptance is not body positivity. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I'm Lola at BeStrainMin, and in this video, I'm going to give a little history about the body positivity and fat acceptance movements, and I am going to conclude with my thought on the matter. Please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell to be sure not to miss any new video upload. Thank you, and let's roll. How did the body positivity movement begin? From the 1850s through the 1890s, there was a movement called the Victorian dress reform movement, which goal was to put an end to the trend of women having to modify their bodies through the use of corsets for the satisfaction of the beauty standard at the time, which was a tiny waist. Also, at the time, women were ridiculed whether they could achieve a tiny waistline or not shrink their waist enough with corsets. From that emerged the acceptance of all body types regardless of waist measurements as the prominent theme of the Victorian dress reform movement. Fast forward to 1967, when a New York radio host by the name of Steve Post held a fatting gathering in Central Park to celebrate the overweight. 5 months later, an author named Lou Lauterbach wrote an essay with the title, "More People Should Be Fat." Lauterbach wrote the essay after witnessing the discrimination that his wife went through because of her body size. The essay initiated a new movement which goal was aimed to correct fat shaming and the belief that being fat is always indicative of being unhealthy. Light was shed on the discrimination of fat people in America and the fat shaming culture. Lauterbach's essay inspired the creation of the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, or NAFA, 2 years later in 1969, with the mission of ending discrimination based on body weight. The mission of NAFA was also to change the dialogue surrounding obesity and health, as well as spreading awareness of the distinction between being fat and being unhealthily obese. This gave creation to health at every size, which put forward the notion that health is determined by medical testing rather than empirical observation of someone's weight. The movement kept growing from then, and in 2013, model Tess Holliday launched F Your Beauty Standards, which brought tremendous support to the body positivity movement. To date, body positivity has found itself mixed up with fat acceptance, which has received criticism from many. For instance, the movement has been criticized for its treatments of obese and morbidly obese people with eating disorders, or those who follow diets for health-related reasons, as they are seen as threaters of the movement. There is also the fact that fat acceptance takes away the debate over human health by promoting a lifestyle that can have calamitous health consequences. With all that being said, I personally don't believe that there is such a thing as healthy at every size. And promoting obesity in the name of body positivity is just another lie to oneself. Though I believe that everybody should love the body that they are in, I also believe that loving yourself includes respecting your body enough to want it well and healthy. It is my belief that society is not to blame for anyone's poor choices, nor should anyone demand that society makes accommodation for them because of their own poor choices and poor relationship with food. In short, and in my opinion, I believe that the fat acceptance movement usurped the body positivity movement out of the laziness of its proponent, and that is not helping with the obesity epidemic that we are dealing with here in the United States or anywhere else in the world. Obesity is not healthy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and please remember to be respectful even if we all disagree. We can agree to disagree with one another and still respect each other. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe and share. And as usual, if you have any topic that you'd like me to cover, comment below or send it via email or Instagram. Thank you for watching and see you soon.